Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer and today is Thursday and Thursday is generally PYOW. PYOW! I'm not real excited about that today though because I can't find the yarn I was supposed to feature today. Can't find it. I know that it's in this room. I saw it not 2 days ago. But in case you are new here, in case you have not been around, I am in the process of doing things in this room and behind me is a hot mess because I am in the process of sorting, arranging, cleaning, organizing, weeding out. I do this every year, twice a year generally, when the bug bites and I feel like it. And I feel like it and now I can't find the yarn I was going to feature today. So Premier Yarns. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about what I'm trying to do to organize my life. So this is kind of going to be a PYOW. I'm just going to inform you on some yarns because I can't find them. And we're going to pretend we're looking at them. And we're going to talk about how insane and chaotic my life is right now. All right, so Premier Yarns released a new yarn very recently. And it's right up my alley. And why they didn't think to send me a box when they sent them to 100 other podcasters, I have no idea because they're neons. And if Cinnamon Stitches is known for one thing, it's neons. Neons is my favorite color. So they came out with the Parfait, and I actually probably do have a good idea why they didn't send it to me because the Parfait yarn is like probably on the lower end of my favorite yarns. But I still could have did this yarn justice had I just had something, but that's not actually the yarn I'm talking about. I'm just letting you guys know. They have new neon colors of the Parfait Chunky. It's really bright and colorful. The yarn I was going to talk to you about was actually also featured on their website to go with the neons, which I already have some of this Parfait, the PomPom. Now, the Parfait PomPom is really cute because it's bright, bold colors with neon pom-poms wound around it. And I'll try to find you... why is it downloading? Oh, that's why. Because Premier did this cute little thing, right? So they took some of the neons and they paired it up with some of their other Parfait colors. So they have Parfait sparkly one, the glitz one, which I also don't have any of because I used it. It's very similar to this cute little tablecloth thing that I created recently. The Parfait glitz is like this pink version because this pink is like sparkly and cute. I'm totally just giving Premier a hard time right now because I can, okay? So anyway, I did not expect to get this yarn, but like, it's funny. The PomPom yarn, which is what I was going to show you, I have this colorway. It's blue. I also have a white version, and it's got these cute little pom-pom flecks around it. And I really wish I could find it, because I think I might have the green too, but I definitely have the blue. And I have the white, which they're not showing the white on here. Let me see if I can find it on their website. Shop the yarn. Yeah, I have this colorway of it. And honestly, they should have paired this one up on that cute little thing that they created because this goes with all the colorways. I definitely have that colorway. It's a chenille yarn. The Parfait is a really soft, fluffy yarn. I always talk about Parfait and I'm like, I like Parfait in the way it feels. I like some of the things that like, it works out beautiful in soft stuff like this. Like my cute little tablecloth for Valentine's Day. This is just a crocheted square. And this is not actually Parfait because I didn't have enough of the Parfait to make it out of that. But it's similar to that. The PomPom, which I know is in one of these buckets around here. Because like I said, I just had my hands on it. But I bought new containers, so everything is being rearranged in my room right now. I got these from Amazon. These are amazing colors. They're like the boxes. They're little soft side boxes. Actually, they're not soft side. They're collapsible boxes. And I want to make my room pretty and colorful and look more put together than it really is. So I bought these from Amazon. These are actually really cool. Fit back in. It's not fitting back in. There we go. I bought those in beautiful pastel colors. And so that's why my yarn is like everywhere right now. And I came in here and I was stressing myself out. I'm like, where is my yarn? And I don't think it's over here either. Because I just had it. Just had it. I need to put, I also have my sweet roll bolds that need to be put somewhere. I was just working with the mosaic yesterday. As a matter of fact, this is going to be a tutorial coming up for Premiere Week. It's a really cute hat. And everybody was like going gaga over the colorways. And I was like, and on my Instagram, I posted a picture and everybody's like, oh my God, what is that yarn? This is what the yarn is. It's the Premier Basics Mosaic. It works up like this. It's beautiful. It makes an excellent accent yarn. It makes an excellent just, let's make everything this pretty color. This kind of reminds me, not of feel, but of color of the party yarn from Joann's, but this is in a bigger skein. Matter of fact, we're just going to talk about Premier Yarn since it's like, I have a big box of it right here next to me. Mosaic. This is only $3.99 for 216 yards. So it's a really, really good value. And also, this gives you an idea what it looks like as a whole, whereas this is just an accent. Okay. Super, super pretty yarn. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed when they see a yarn like this. Like, what is that going to work up like? I don't know if I like that. It's too much color going on. And I use that to my advantage. Like, I like color. I also got, like I said, the Sweet Roll Bold. I have yet to work with this. I bought one because I really, really love these colorways. And then I bought more because, like I said, neon is cinnamon stitches all day long. Like, why is my hair neon pink? Because I love neon. Love neon, you know. It's another cool yarn. So it's like I got Premier Yarn everywhere. This is not Premier Yarn. It's just in my bucket, and it's driving me crazy that it's undone. It's driving me crazy that I can't find that yarn. And I'm like, okay, well, I need a video, so we're just gonna sit and we're gonna explain why I don't have the actual yarn for today's video. And I may feature it like another week if I can come across it and find it. Because it's definitely not in this box. This is mostly Premier Yarns. Premier Yarns. This stuff is really soft. I actually had Mr. Cinnamon buy me a bigger hook for this. Because this requires... This says 8mm, but it's like super bulky. This is a super bulky 6. And when I work with these bulky yarns, I like them to be more loose and drapey. And so Mr. Cinnamon bought me, and of course I can't find that either, 12mm hooks. And I think that's just, the 12mm is going to look really cool with this yarn. This is 100% acrylic. It's machine wash, warm, tumble dry. It is 109 yards. And that's so pretty. So I have 4 in this colorway, which is summertime, and I have 3 in the neon colorway, which is called Neon Pop. I also stocked up on the Rustic, in case you don't know about Rustic. Okay, this stuff is soft. If you like bulky yarns, I'm telling you, Premier's got some good bulky yarns. I don't work with bulky very often. The Rustic only comes in a few handful of colors, and it's very, very neutral leaning. Those two are so pretty together. This stuff is soft. And I said in the past, I compared this to a yarn that used to be at AC Moore when AC Moore existed, because AC Moore has long been closed. And it released right before AC Moore closed down. So it wasn't out very long. It's called Belle. That's Belle. Can't find this no more, but it's really similar and it works up really good next to the Rustic. It works up really nice next to the Rustic. It's a little bit thicker than the, like a scotch bigger than the Rustic. Because this says it's a bulky 6. This stuff is, the Rustic is so soft. It's squishy, and because it's bulky, it works up really fast. This is a number 5, and Puzzle is a number 5 also for Premier Yarns, and this is thicker than the Puzzle. It is definitely thicker than the Puzzle, and I know because I tried to put them together in a project, and it was like, this is a little bit thicker. This again is machine wash, warm, tumble dry, 218 yards. Look at that color. This reminds me of Sandy from Crochet A Canada because she puts black with a lot of her projects to accent the colorway. And for some reason, this just reminds me of Sandy from Crochet A. I don't know. That color reminds me of her. This beautiful gray marled color. And then this is deep red. But that's really more of like a burgundy or it's really burnt. And then this color, this is not my favorite color. This is Spice. Which you think cinnamon would like spice, but I just feel like this is kind of ugly. But, I mean, this would be probably really pretty next to the black. Maybe. Because they both have like, no, that's taupe. That's not gray. I don't know. I feel like this needs to be with a warm yarn, but this would make excellent pumpkins. Excellent pumpkins. And that's the end of the box. It's not in there. But don't sleep on the Rustic. If you like making blankets, especially if you're doing blankets for charity, this stuff is good. If you want to do blankets that are I love the Puzzle yarn, and a lot of people use Puzzle for blankets because it's a bulky weight 5. It works up fast. This stuff is like more of, I don't want to say adult colored, because Puzzle to me is one of my favorite and is beautiful, and it makes really beautiful things. I have Puzzle on my bulky shelf over here. This shelf right here is Puzzle. Like several of those colorways. It's funny because in my world, I'm pointing in the opposite direction of the shelf, but on camera, I have to point northeast to get southwest on the camera. Movie magic. I'm actually pointing at a different bookshelf entirely, but you guys looks like I'm pointing at this one right here. The Puzzle is on that shelf, and actually one of those puzzles would probably go with the dark blue, or even this one. I know it's hard for you to tell, but I'm not going over there. But the Puzzle is multi-colors, whereas this is just solid colors. But if you grab some of these Rustics and you grab like different colors and you did like color layering, so like you do striping of different colors, it would be such an elegant look, especially if you match the colors up just right. That's not it. Like, I don't know what I was thinking with these colors. Like, I don't like those together at all. I don't know why I picked these colors. These would be beautiful in a project together. Because the black has gray marl in it. What color is this? Charcoal and dark cloud. Like, that would be an elegant blanket. This would be an elegant sweater. Like, for this would look perfectly beautiful on a woman. But, like, I'm thinking like a dude. Like, this would be really nice on a guy, or a man blanket, or a girl that really likes dark colors. Like, I'm not criticizing any girl that likes dark colors. I used to be the girl that wore black every day. I used to have, like, my hair would be just like this, but my hair was really dark at the time. And I would just have all black on all the time. And now I'm like, more color, more better. I gotta let my neon flag fly. Which you can see is reflected in my yarn stash mostly. Because I have neons up there too. I got neons. I got neons down here. I got neon hand dyed right here, which is very similar to the Hobby Lobby hand dyed. Or that's not hand dyed, that's Hobby Lobby yarn. But as you can see, I have containers everywhere in the room where I'm trying to just organize and put stuff where it belongs. And I just can't find that yarn right now. And I'm like, I'm just going to record a video anyway. We're going to talk. It's going to be Confessions of a Yarn Addict. And yeah, I'm trying to put everything together. I'm trying to, and today, as a matter of fact, the day that I'm recording this video is not as long ago as I would like to say it is. But I have to sit and edit today. And in editing, I'm also going to be editing. I'm going to be like multifunctioning. So I have a washcloth that I'm trying to knit. I decided to knit a washcloth, and it's a fancy one. It's not just stockinette. So I'm going to try to finish the washcloth because this is going to be day 3 that I haven't finished it because it hurts my hands to knit, and my hands are really sensitive. I also have some wound care happening because I was clumsy and I hurt myself. And oh. I'm also still itchy and like all the things. And so I'm going to be editing and knitting and cleaning all in like little bursts. So I'll like knit for a few minutes, put it down, organize some yarn, do some edit, organize some yarn. I'm probably going to blast the music really loud because I'm not at all motivated today. And I know exactly what's going to happen is I'm going to end this video and start editing it. And I'm going to find that stupid yarn that I'm looking for. Because I know it is here. I just saw it. I just don't remember where I stuck it. It's got to be in one of these containers. But which one? I don't know. And probably it's in one of the ones that I just rearranged. That I just... I am getting so many emails of people trying to sponsor videos. They want, I should probably put some of that on my hands. They want to sponsor my videos. They want me to do a commercial in the middle of the video. And I'm like, no, I don't do those. I got an email. I'm not going to say who from because that's what they want is me to say their name. From a company that sponsors a ton of big name podcasters. And this has happened a couple of times, and it's somebody that you see in a lot of videos. You're like, oh, they do like this little thing where they read a script, and they're like, they pay the podcaster to read the script and have like basically a 2-minute commercial in the video. And that company contacted me, and I was like, I mean, it's cool. Like, I feel like I made it big because some of these companies are contacting me that contact like the $1 million channels, you know, or the million subscriber. Not $1 million, million subscriber channels. Like some of those people, that company's contacted me, and I'm like, that's really cool. Like I must be getting somebody's attention. Like I feel good, but at the same time, it's like I don't do commercials in the middle of my stuff. Like when I showcase a product, it's because I legitimately like the product. I stopped accepting stuff for free a while ago, unless it was a company I enjoy working with. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Like I'll show it because I really like this product. I like this company. There's been companies that I was making affiliate money off of that I was just like, I don't like their practices. I'm done. And I've done that several times on this channel. You guys have seen it. And so, I don't know. And Mr. Cinnamon was laughing because it is this company that contacted me is technology based products. Things. That's all I'm gonna say. And Mr. Cinnamon laughed. He's all, I think a good majority of the people that subscribe to you are not going to know what to do with that specific product. And I looked at him and I said, I don't even know what to do with that specific product. Like, I have no use for it. Why would I do a commercial on it? It's just, it's funny. It's funny. You know, it's entertaining. And yeah, they're offering me cash to do it, but like, I'm so good with that. I'm so good. No thank you. I actually thought about turning my email off and just being done with it because I'm getting slammed lately. And Mr. Cinnamon said the sweetest thing to me today. He actually had me crying because he was telling me how proud he is of my work ethic, and he was telling me how amazing I'm doing on my channel. And like, I think for a long time he underestimated me a lot because I was shy, I was withdrawn, I had very bad social anxiety for a long time. And I was very happy in the 50s housewife role where I took care of the house and the kids and he paid the bills and he was in charge of things. And I was very happy with that for a long time. Like, I was in my element raising the kids. I was in my element taking care of the house. Like, that was where I thought I really shined. And I think he underestimated me a lot. Or he just, maybe neither one of us knew what I was capable of. And this whole channel experience has been an eye-opener for both of us. And he was telling me how proud he is of me. And I legit cried. And he told me the things that you guys always tell me is that I'm way too hard on myself. And I'm the most critical of myself of all people, which is true. And that comes from my childhood. But it was crazy. It was really sweet. And just getting these type of emails where they want to sponsor videos is very, what's the word? It's flattering. It really is flattering. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not for sale. I'm not. Like I said, I don't even think it would be something you guys would be interested in anyway. I watch the statistics of my channel. I know that a good majority of you are over the age of 60. A good portion of you, like most of you. And I try to keep that in mind. I absolutely try to keep that in mind when I'm talking to you guys. Like, I'm talking to you guys like I would talk to grandma. I talk to you guys like I would talk to my mother. I try to be respectful. I try to be aware that, like, I use my church voice for the most part. I mean, occasionally I let a slip word out. Occasionally. But also, I'm not trying to push nothing on nobody that, like, hey, you need to have. I show you stuff that I get excited about. I show you stuff that, like, Premier Yarns is a good company. I have not had any problems with it. And I know some of you have complained to me. Like, I had a problem with my order. Or I've had a couple people be really upset about delivery. But that really is not Premier Yarns. That's the delivery company. That's the post office. That's FedEx. It's like everybody has to deal with that. It's not the company. Like, once they send it out, it's kind of out of their hands. They can't control whether FedEx delivered it 2 towns over or the post office sent it from this has happened to me, I kid you not. Premier Yarns is 5 hours south of me in North Carolina. The package went up to Washington, D.C., to Sacramento, California, back to Washington, D.C., to Richmond, which is south of me, and Washington, D.C. is north of me, and then back up to me. I was like, my yarn went on vacation without me. But for the most part, like, Premier Yarns, really good company. I have not had a problem with them. And as for, like, the hooks that I promote, the Omi hooks, legitimately love them. Tomorrow I bought some hooks from a different company. The review is not raving. The hooks are cool, they're beautiful, but they're not my favorite. They're not bad, and some of you may love them. That video I did because I've shown you what I purchased. I was really excited, and then when I used the hook, I was like, I don't think I like this hook very much. And that's okay. Some of you will love the hook I show tomorrow. Some of you that have complaints about my Omi hooks, that they're too long and all that, you will like the hook I show tomorrow. But the reason I show the Omi hooks is not because I have never talked to the people with Omi. I order my Omi hooks through Amazon. I've never had a problem with the Omi hooks because Amazon's return policy is pretty cool. Like, if it comes damaged, they're going to return it. They're going to take the refund. They're going to do something to make it right. That's just how Amazon is. Which is why I use Amazon for a lot of things. Because Amazon usually is really good about making something right. And I just really like the hooks a lot. Like, they're the hook I reach to first above all other hooks. And you may totally disagree with me. A lot of people like the tulip hooks. I don't like tulip hooks at all. I don't like clover. They're little. I have big hands, and the way I crochet, you'll see tomorrow, I need a nice long shaft. And that's, Omi gives that to me. So keep in mind, and I saw this in another video, and I don't remember who said this, but don't substitute my opinions for yours, because when it comes down to it, yes, I have a lot of experience with things because I taught myself a lot of things. I've only been crocheting for, I mean, I learned crochet when I was a little girl. So, I mean, if you want to go there, I knew how to crochet as a child. And a lot of people will say, well, I've been crocheting for 35 years because they crocheted a couple things when they were little. I don't count that at all. No, because I didn't crochet as a teenager and I didn't crochet. I crocheted periodically as an adult. I didn't really make something that I call a finished object. I mean, I made little things. I made a scarf, I don't know, 10, 11 years ago. It may have been longer than that. It may have been 15 years ago. It was when Juju was little, I made a scarf. And I fudged the heck out of it, but it was a Christmas present. But I haven't really been like into the crochet thing except for the past, I don't know how many years, 6, 7 years maybe. 8, no, it had to be longer than that. Because I've been following Lilo N Stitches for about 7 years. So I think it's been about 7 years I've been crocheting, like seriously. So some of you may have more experience than me. Some of you may have different experiences than me, but then you also have to take into consideration my opinions are based off of maybe things that you don't have to deal with. My skin condition, which is an internal skin condition. It's not anything like a fix on the outside. It is something with my immune system. I also have neurodivergence and I have very strong sensory issues. So certain textures, certain feels of things I cannot deal with. Can't do it. Some of you hate the resin hooks because the resin hooks make a squeak noise. That irritates me only when I'm filming because I know that it irritates some of you. So I feel guilty that I'm making you be punished by listening to the squeak of my hook, that I really enjoy the hooks. So that's the only time the squeak really irritates me, is when I'm filming, because I don't want anyone else to be off put by the squeaking of the yarn on the hook. So you gotta keep all of those things in mind when I'm showing you stuff. It's like, that's my personal opinion, and you may disagree entirely, and that's okay. I totally respect, like, I don't like Red Heart Super Saver for the most part. I found a couple of skeins while I was going through. I was like, how did you sneak in here? You have to go. Because it tears my skin. It literally, and I was watching another video, and I don't remember who it was, and she's all, I think it was Angela from My Precious Yarnery. She's all, really like, and she bought the new, the Granny Square Red Heart, and she's squeezing it. She's all, I like some of the newer Red Hearts, because she used to not like it because it was rough. She's all, because the newer ones seem a little bit softer, and I was laughing because the new Granny yarn literally ripped a hole in my skin and caused a giant callus that I had to cut off. Like, I still have a little bit of a scar where the yarn was rubbing and just wore a hole in my skin. I was like, you may think you like the new Red Heart, but that Red Heart you're having in your hand feels awful. It feels awful. I liked it until I started working with it more. And then, like, I did the review video. I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad. And then I started to realize I had a hole in my skin. I was like, yeah, I don't like that yarn. I'm not going to use it again. And I bought 3 skeins of it. And so I'm like, that's going to have to be donated. And then Walmart came out with a new Red Heart Super Saver that speckles, and I love dotted yarn. I love speckly yarn. I love it, and I wanted it so bad, and I touched it in the store, and I was like, ew, that feels bad. Like, it was so like sandpapery. And some of you will disagree with me, and please don't put in the comments, if you wash it first, it softens up. I am not pre-washing my yarn to use it. I will use a different yarn. There's other yarns that are soft, and I gotta pre-wash. I know that if you pre-wash it, you guys say that it gets soft. I ain't doing that. I got enough laundry. We're fat people in this house. Like, our clothes are big. It takes longer to do our laundry. I am not washing my yarn so that I can use it. It's not going to happen. Some of you love it, and that's okay if you love it. I just don't like it. Some of you don't like some of the yarns I like, and some of you do. Like, it's all good. It's all good. It doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and most of them usually stink. So that's what my dad used to say anyway. He also used to say, what else was it? He had another saying that about an airport. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, this video was supposed to be PYOW, but it turned out like it's not really. It's just me talking. I really, really want to find that yarn. And I probably will. Like I said, as soon as I start editing, I know I'm going to go find that yarn. I know it's going to just pop up. It's going to be like, here I am. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Do you guys ever just talk and then a song pops in your head? I'm starting to teach this trait to people in my house. Like, I've always been like this. Like, I've been a little kid and someone will say a phrase and I'll start singing. Something that has nothing to do with what they just said, but there's a word in there. And I think it's a neurodivergent thing. And Lucas does it a lot. Little man does it a lot. A lot. And he's starting to do it more frequently. And then the other day, I'm in the kitchen with Mr. Cinnamon, and he said something, and I turned and looked at him, and I said something. I sang something back at him, and he started laughing. He was like, I kid you not, I just had that song pop in my head. I told him, that's it. We need to get divorced. We've been together too long. When we're starting to have the same thoughts at the same time, like, we've been together too long. You gotta go. Because it's scary enough being in my own head, let alone him being in my head. Like, no, that's scary. We're not doing that today. No, sir. No, sir. You gotta go. Let's go pack a bag. You gotta go. There cannot be two of us in this world. The world cannot handle it. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm really sorry for the lack of planning on my part for this video and the lack of like whatever, but I will link those yarns I showed you below because I do really recommend the Rustic a lot. The Sweet Roll Bold, I have not really worked anything up with it. I mean, it's really pretty, but I can't tell you whether I love the yarn or hate the yarn, but like, it's really pretty. And then I will of course link the new Neon yarns, the Parfait. I'm gonna tell you what the Parfait is really good for. It's really good for amigurumi. People love making amigurumi out of it. It's really soft, really squishy. It made that beautiful, well, it didn't, but yarn very similar to it made this beautiful thing. I would not use Parfait for blankets. I have made a blanket out of chenille yarn, and it does not hold up well over long term, so I would not use the Parfait for blankets, not even baby blankets. Although you could use it for a baby blanket if you didn't want it to be an heirloom baby blanket. Like, if you just want it for like, it would make a really nice mat, like when you lay the baby on the floor for tummy time, because the baby will want to touch it and squish it, so it would be really good for that. But use small stitches, single crochet or half double crochet. Do not use double crochet or tall stitches or wide stitches because it tends to worm. That has a couple of worms on it, and by worming, what is worming? Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, so pretend this is like the fabric and it's all crocheted and it's done. Worming is when like a piece warms up like that and it just will pull up. And even if you stretch the fabric, it stays wormed up like that because it looks like a little worm has popped up. That's worming. I had several people ask me about that. The fabric, well, because the chenille yarn is so slick, it pulls up like that. So I don't suggest tall stitches. That's why I say the Parfait is so good for amigurumi, because it's all single crochet for the most part with amigurumi, or half double crochets, which is what that scarf, the table scarf is. I really like that the neon colors are there, and I really like that they matched up kind of with the Parfait, and I really like that there's some of the sparkly Parfait that match. Do I have any of the sparkle? I think I used all the sparkle Parfait because I had Christmas colors, and I made the Christmas tree skirt, which I took out of here with the Parfait sparkle. But like that chart that I showed you, it is downloadable on Premier's website. It's on their main page, and it shows you a chart of which yarns coordinate the best. But I think they really missed a big opportunity by not putting the white with the neons in there. They also have a black with the neon puffs on there that would go with any of those yarns. And I think it would look really cool. And I'm trying to think of, do I want to make a neon table skirt for that table for the summertime? Because kind of I do. So that means I need to probably order some of the neon yarn colors, because I really like bright colors. And I think I'm gonna, my background is probably gonna change for every season, because back there we got happened with my little Valentine's stitch Mr. Cinnamon bought me. It's so cute. I think we're going to change it up for summer after Valentine's Day. I don't know if I want to decorate for Easter or not back there, but we're just gonna, I think Valentine's Day and Easter decorations are really like in the similar palette. So maybe I'll wait until after Easter and then go with like summer bold neons back there and change out the yarn to neon yarns in the buckets, right? So I'm thinking would be really pretty. Because I have lots of neons. I have neons behind you. As a matter of fact, the Sweet Roll Vivid. Love that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go and I will see you tomorrow for a hook review and unboxing. Give you a little hint, it came in really sparkly package. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.